Welcome to channel Duello. You are watching the first ever English video on my channel. Normally, this YouTube channel features Gwent videos in Turkish aimed at Turkish Gwent community. However, I wanted to do something different today and I decided to create English content. I hope you guys enjoy it. What I'm featuring today is a deck guide with a couple of gameplay videos. I selected the Monsters faction and Wild Hunt theme for this video. In fact, I created a similar one last week in Turkish language, so this content is basically for those who didn't watch my previous video. Anyway, let's get started. Well, Wild Hunt is a pretty popular concept among Gwent and Witcher fans. However, the Wild Hunt cards in Gwent were quite underwhelming until the Master Mirror expansion set hit last month. Now we have plenty of strong Wild Hunt cards in Gwent. What we are missing though is a leader ability that truly supports dominance and frost mechanics. Well, the closest we have are Carapace and Force of Nature. Both of these leader abilities boost unit power, so they are somewhat compatible with dominance. But they are not necessarily strong enough to create a tier 1 or tier 2 deck in the current meta. So as a result, people are using some of these strong Wild Hunt cards as a utility in previous monster decks, such as the Overwhelming Hunger deck that uses Ardgaith, Winter Queen and Oberon. And it's obvious that Overwhelming Hunger isn't a great fit for dominance ability. Still, it's really strong, especially against Skellige. In this video, I'll be presenting a deck that uses Carapace leader ability, despite its obvious flaws. So it's probably a tier 3 deck at best, but it's really fun to play. You just keep playing those strong, powerful Wild Hunt units. So if you like it, go ahead and give it a try. Let's see what cards we have in this deck, and then we'll move on to the sample videos. Well, since the deck is named Wild Hunt, I have plenty of Wild Hunt units in this deck, starting with the best Wild Hunt unit card, Oberon. Oberon King, Oberon Invader and Oberon Conqueror. This deck is a devotion deck, so it can utilize the third form of Oberon fully. So what does the third form do? Well, in addition to creating a bronze Wild Hunt unit, whenever you play a Wild Hunt unit, it boosts by 1. So it's pretty good. But still, it's possible to play this guy on second round. Still, it's a great card. Other than that, we have Imlerith and Gales. Both are Wild Hunt generals, I guess. Well, Imlerith was a great card, especially a staple in organic decks. But now he's really different. Well, it's safe to say that he is far from his glory days. When you look at him, he's only 2 power cards, but we can discard a monster unit, and this guy can boost itself by its power. And then you draw a card. Well, it becomes a target for Toll Punish, obviously, but in certain situations, I mean, this card could be really powerful, especially if you're using Imler's Wrath, you know, following this card. And Gales is actually better than Imlerith. This guy became a tutor card for Wild Hunt special cards. And there are some key special Wild Hunt cards in this deck. One of them is Naglfar. Well, in fact, I never paid attention to the Wild Hunt text here until this Gale's tutor card came along. When Naglfar is a tutor card also, so Gales is tutoring for Naglfar, which is a tutor card, and Naglfar can look at 2 random gold cards, so it can thin your deck also. So it's really good. Other than that, we have Imler's Wrath, which is a Wild Hunt card. It could be devastating at some part, you know, you play a 2-power unit and then destroy a unit. Well, I mean, to obviously get the full potential from the Imler's Wrath, you need to have Imlerith on the board. But even if you don't have Imlerith, we have plenty of powerful units. like Yigern, for example. I mean, you hit Yigern, and then your opponent plays something big, and then you punish the opponent with the Imler's Wrath. So it's still good. And what are my other special Wild Hunt cards? I have Red Riders, 2 of them. It was Spawn Frost. I preferred not to use Artgaith in this deck. Artgaith, I'm not a fan of Artgaith actually, but that overwhelming hunger deck is a really good fit for it, because it has that, you know, provision slot. I mean, great for that card. Well, I couldn't find a slot for Artgate, so instead I preferred to use 2 Red Riders. So Red Riders will still spawn the Winter Queen, which is here, also a Wild Hunt unit. So it's slightly worse than Artgate, these Red Riders, but I mean they're only 6 provisions. So if I preferred to use, let's say, Artgate, I had to get rid of Imlerith. So I went with this decision. Anyway, what are the other gold cards in my deck? I have Ygritte and Azrael combo, the classic combo. But in addition to this combo, Imlerith can discard Ygritte and go up to 15 power. And then Azrael can consume Ygritte, so you never have to play Ygritte. But I mean, you kinda can play Azrael twice with this thing. I mean, if you think Imlerith as a second Azrael. And I have Goliath. So I mean, it's a popular choice for most of the monster decks. Goliath is a, you know, strong 10-point card. Also helps with dominance. And Nithral is kind of an MVP in this deck. Why is it an MVP? Because of the leader ability. Well, with Carapace, you can give this guy a shield and increase its power to 8. And this guy could be a killer to, let's say, swarmy kind of decks like Scoia'tael and, you know, other types of decks. Well, to be honest with you, there aren't many anymore this month. But still, Nithral is, you know, hard to deal with, unless you have movement. If you move this guy, he's dead. Not dead, but let's say inactive. Luckily, Scoia'tael and Traintalk isn't popular anymore, so Nithral is somewhat safe, let's say that. But I mean, after playing the leader ability, this guy still could get hit like a Karathian Heatwave. But I mean, Heatwave is like 10 provision and Nithral is 8 plus Carapace, so it's a fair trade in my opinion. And then we have Adastriga, another solid monster staple card. Still fits the theme of this deck, because, you know, dominance is the theme. Aperium Phantom is a great card. It kind of replaced the Beast, actually. Well, it's flexible. I mean, if you don't, you know, touch it, it will boost itself by 1 every turn. But you may prefer to touch it, like the Order ability. You can damage a crucial enemy unit by 3, and then, you know, you don't have to use the other ability, which is boosting it by 1. I have Parasite, another control tool here. So as you see, I have Striga, Parasite, Imler's Wrath, and Nithral. So those are my control units. So it's kind of a mixture between control units and dominance, and a little bit Thrive. What are my Thrive units in this deck? They're actually Endraga Larvas, a couple of them, and Bruxas, and the Winter Queen. So the ideal scenario is, I mean, you try to win round 1 with playing Larvas, Bruxa, and then Red Riders, and summoning the Winter Queen, and then playing other big units, like these big bronzes, a single Noon Wraith, and 2 NL Conquerors. These guys are great for Thrive. And 3 more Wild Hunt units. 2 of these Wild Hunt Bruisers. They're really good with Red Riders. Even if the opponent does not have units on both rows, you summon Red Riders and Winter Queen, and then play the Wild Hunt Bruiser, and the Bruiser will push one of the units to the empty row, and it will get hit by 2, and then the next turn another 2 damage, and will probably be destroyed. And then a single Nagelfar's Taskmaster. This guy can save you from poison if you have dominance, which you will have most of the time, and maybe purify defenders if you need to. Another flexible master mirror card that I really liked. And finally, Magic Lamp is the stratagem in this deck. Well, I mean, you could go for Crystal Skull or Tactical Advantage, but after playing several games, I decided that Magic Lamp is still the best stratagem for this deck. Why is it Crystal Skull the best choice? Because I don't have many engines here. In fact, Nithral and Phantom are the engines in this deck. Well, I can protect Nithral with the leader ability, and Phantom already has Veil on him. So, putting another unit with Magic Lamp is better in my opinion. And you don't want the tactical advantage, you know, you have Thrive units, so it's best to have Magic Lamp. And for the Carapace leader ability, well, the ideal target is obviously Nithral. And other than that, if you are seeking dominance, you can play it on any of the units. So that's how this deck is played. And finally, you can replace Imlerith with Eredin. In fact, I was playing Eredin previously before going with Imlerith. Eredin is nice too. It supports the Frost theme, and you can play the leader ability on him to give him, let's say, to guarantee his dominance, and also put a shield on him. But I found it kind of weak, and Imlerith is kind of more surprising for the opponents. The opponents are not expecting Imlerith. It's a surprise card in my opinion, and it kind of worked out. Well, thank you for listening to this deck guide. If you want to see sample gameplay videos, please keep watching it. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, we have an opponent. Let's see what faction he or she plays with. Surprise, surprise, it's Gilligan. It's a different leader ability. It's not Patricidal Fury. Blaze of Glory can be tricky. They can hit my high-powered units, which is really dangerous for units like Yigern. Nithral can be good because I can protect them with a shield. This hand looks okay actually. You know, I can start with Thrive units, and then with Red Riders I can summon the Queen. Yigern is kind of suspect though. Okay, let's go. Skellige will probably find a solution for Yigern. I better start with Endraga Larvas. And then keep on thriving with Bruxa, and then Yigern. Okay, we have the Longship. Fearing Phantom can't kill this ship yet. Maybe I can summon the riders and start with a frost. Maybe reserve Egan for the next round, or the queen comes out.
Truth is a shard of ice.
Opponent obviously will keep on playing
Full service.
and trying to save the ship here, but he won't, because it will hit for 2 and the ship will be gone. If I play Jäger now, it will have 6 armor on it. No, it's actually 5, because the ship will hit it, and then with it only a stunning blow hit, it will be gone. So it's best that, you know, I keep on going with Conqueror and get Thrive for 4 units. Okay, we got rid of the ship. 25 to 5 is a huge gap, but it isn't for Skellige.
Women, children, elders.
It's good to see those 2 veteran units on first round. They become really dangerous on the final round. Okay, my opponent didn't use the ability. No, he couldn't use, obviously, because he doesn't have a Bloodthirst. I can keep playing, not with Ygritte, but with Goliath maybe. Goliath will give me 10, 14 points, which is huge. Opponent didn't play a single gold card, which is kind of concerning. Now Goliath becomes a target for a big unit, but I mean, if the opponent uses the leader ability now, that's fine. Okay, so my opponent has 4 points on those raiders. You know, Goliath can take those 4 points, and then with a decoction, Goliath could go away. But that will... yeah, that's what he's doing. Is it Hermione? No, Vabiorn.
Blood for Svalbard!
Yep. He is the target. Wait a second. So it's scale after all. So he doesn't have damage. Maybe I should play Ygritte then. Well, if he hits Ygritte, at least I will get 4 thrives out of him. Or maybe he's planning to hit it this turn. Yeah. So it's better that I pass, right? Scale is 12. That's best that I pass. We got rid of Scale, but there will be more high-powered units in the deck. Okay, as expected, Stunning Blow and U-turn is here.
No one else dares face me.
So it was a good decision to pass. Otherwise, I would have lost a card, and he would have won uneven. Lately, all Skellige players prefer to bleed the opponent because they can. They can play short round, long round. With the latest patch, Skellige has become a much more flexible faction. That's why everybody is, you know, upset. This is a good hand. I mean, if my opponent passes, I have my dry pass card with Noon Wraith, and the other cards are solid. I can even play in Lilith with discarding Egan. Looks like I have a solid final round here. Okay, so this is my dry pass card. I'm not planning to play Ygritte. It's great that I have Gales here. I could play Imler's Wrath from hand by tutoring. Oh my god, it's an amazing hand. I have most of my cards here. Golden cards. What is missing? With Naglfar, I can play either Parasite or Imler's Wrath. What's missing is Larvas, actually. So let's search for it, and it comes. I'm lucky today. I'm definitely lucky today. And I go first. Okay, let's go. There goes Harold. So this guy is not playing Devotion. Well, Striga seems like a good choice here. You know, well, I can't actually. This is 6 powered. It's not in his first form, obviously. It came with the veteran form, which is 6 points plus 2. That's an insane card, by the way. Okay, so what can we do? Well, this guy, Oberon, can be a good choice here. Yeah.
Toss it off the pile, then burn it with the rest.
I have dominance, so this is a good choice. It will thrive the Larvas twice. I expect a decoction here on Oberon. If my opponent doesn't use the Raider's ability, he will be gone. I have plenty of options to kill it. Striga or Pyrian Phantom. What is that? Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be playing weather effects. What the hell? I'm facing a very interesting deck here. Oh, there goes the leader ability for Oberon. What? Oh, for one of the larvas. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I don't need to use Ada right now, because there are no threats here. Pyrian Phantom maybe. It's on curve. Well, actually Nithrol would be a good choice too. With shield it will absorb the frost damage, but maybe I can use the next turn maybe. So this guy is a gunner, so it's best that I use it and get the 3 damage out of him. Well, Oberon boosted the beasts, but still it's gonna get frost damage, so It will die to a stunning blow anyway. Or not. Did I make a mistake there? No. There goes the eagle. A very early Morkvark to kill the larvas. So no more drive units on the board. But I have plenty of options here. There are no threats on the board right now. Let's play this. Boosted by 2. Coming 3. 9 and shield. The shield will be gone. Okay. It's only a 7-point bronze, it's nothing. Now we can start bombarding the units. What do we play here? No more thrives. Well, since we have dominance, I'm just gonna slam those and get the points. It's nice to get the Morkvark out of him. This guy will be huge. Hjalmar on crate. Damage a enemy unit by its power. So one of the big guys gone too.
Told you to fight like this.
Hey, we found a Thrive unit. Oh my god, it's 16. Holy. Villager comes and bleeds it. Now I have a target for Purify, but it's best that I get this out as well. Who to bleed? Okay, Morkvark is a good target here. Imlerith with 16 power, that was great. Now he deserves the power he needs.
Your skull makes a fine tanker.
Another 7-point bronze. Okay, let's purify this and get a thrive. I'm still waiting for a big unit so that I can use Imlerith's Wrath. There goes the decoction. Well, I'm gonna be greedy here and use Ozrel. Wait a second, maybe I should have... yeah, that one was better. But I already played it, so... And there goes the opponent. Well, that Imlerith combo is pretty good. You know, it's like playing Ozra twice. Okay, let's GG the opponent and try another opponent. It's always nice to get a win against Skelga. Okay, we're facing Another monster
Ho,
player.
I sense trouble.
This is Overwhelming Hunger, and it's not a good match for me. I have nothing to, destroy Hunt, and this guy is probably playing Hunt. So it's one of the major disadvantages of playing Devotion decks. You can't access bomb healers. Okay, so what do we do here? Well, I kinda need the larvas here. I have no Thrive units and 2 bruisers, kinda bad. But at least I'm playing on red coin. So I have big boys here. So if the gap is too large, I can always play Ygern or Goliath. Okay. Gale could go for the riders, and then I can move one of the larvas to the other row with Bruiser. Let's do that.
When the white frost comes, the world will at last be cleansed.
My opponent probably has Artgaith. This deck is better than mine, no question about it.
Beneath the sun.
So one of the larvas will be gone, and let's play the Wild Hunt Bruiser. Let's send this one to the other row, and at the beginning of the turn it will be destroyed. That's nice. And I can kill the other larva with a Pyrian Phantom. Tactical advantage will probably go to the Moon Wraith. And there is the Queen. It's 10-10. Well, this guy's armor will absorb the frost damage for the next turn, but Imperium Phantom will could be dead to Estriga, but I think this is the way to go here. If this guy survives, I can kill the larva here, but you know, no need to be too greedy about it. Let's just kill it. So those 2 1-armors are nice. So I lost my Winter Queen here. No more thrives. Is it wise to use Naglfar at this moment? Well, will we? Plenty of targets here. But I don't like randomness. Okay, let's use the Conqueror here.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Opponent still didn't use the tactical advantage card. Well, I use Naglfar here. What do we get? Well, Nethrel. I'd rather use this guy on the final round. Parasite. Parasite will kill Winter Queen. And no more tries for my opponent. Let's use that. And I'm guaranteed to draw Necro. Okay, there goes Goliath. $19 points gap. 19 points. So I will need 20 points. So this guy and this guy will not cut it. I will probably need to use both of these, which isn't great. Or I could just pass. Okay, here's my Goliath. Well, actually, I could have used Carapace. Workout is kinda weak against this board. Still a lot of points. 34 to 14. 20 points difference now. If I use one leader ability, I will be able to pass my opponent. So I think it's worth playing this guy here. I will go up to 20, and then with Eagern 33, and use one leader charge. I will pass it.
The heat I cannot bear.
Yep, that was the plan. Okay, we got the range control. Let's see where this takes us to. Bleed or not to bleed the opponent. Okay, Osrael is nice. Hunt Bruiser isn't. So does Taskmaster. I'll send away Taskmaster. Emeritus. Okay, here. Not great. Okay. So there's this threat of the Manticore, Royal Manticore. If I use any of these, that could cause a problem for me. And my opponent can, you know, but it's worth the risk. I will use this. Okay, let's see if my opponent has Manticore. He played Workout though. So probably Maruna is and Detlef. Those three guys are the targets of, you know, Overwhelming Hunger leader ability. Okay, that's good. This could be a good time for Nithral actually, or maybe. I can eat the Eagern. Yeah, I'll try to be aggressive here. Why didn't he use it earlier? Interesting. Anyway, I'll keep going. There is the art gate, but no more queens. And I have dominance. Should I go for it, Oberon, or not? It's a risky decision. There comes the parasite. But I think I should keep going.
I shall break your soul horn, beast.
I have dominance, so this will give me the most points. 19 points, but it's actually 15 points. So let's hope he doesn't do it with single card, and he can't.
I shall save
Okay, so I still have the last say, and that's great.
We must open our gate forthwith.
If my opponent draws Hunt, I have no chance. So it's right now top decking mode. Sriga is great. Imler's rat is kinda, I don't know, bad. Okay, this isn't too bad. Well, that's not a bad card to draw. I can't get dominance. It's good news. He didn't draw Hunt. Imler's rat could be useful here. I will probably have dominance. Probably. Is this deck using... Oh my god, that's awful. So I drew better than my opponent. And got the win. Well, surprisingly, this mediocre deck somehow works. And it's Lion Club of Sintra, which is a good player. I'm really surprised. Well, as you can see, the deck is fun to play, and it miraculously works. I don't know what's the reason, or maybe hits the opponents by surprise. I somehow managed to get 2 wins in a row. And before this, while ranking from rank 1 to rank 0 pro rank, I had a 6-0 run and beat every opponent that I faced. So maybe I'll keep trying this instead of the overwhelming hunger deck. So the only reason here is a surprise factor, in my opinion. But I mean, it's nice. As you see, Nithral is kinda bad matchup for many decks. There aren't too many movement cards, so it could work. Okay, so I hope you like my video. My mother language isn't English, so I may not be great at speaking English, but I'm trying to do my best. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. And my priority will still be Turkish videos, but I'll post English videos from time to time, at least once a week. So if you're interested in my channel, please also subscribe to it and hit the bell button to get the alerts. And thank you for watching. I guess I'll keep posting videos, and see you next time.